What's up guys, it's Maxwell and welcome to a new show on my channel. It is called The Clashversation and let's get right into it. Alright guys, welcome to the video. Today the first ever installment of the Clashversation, and today I'm actually not alone. I am joined by three other Clashers and those guys are going to introduce themselves in a second as well. I'm going to start. Obviously a lot of you will probably already know me from watching my channel. I am Maxwell, playing for Dark Looters Z, currently on Town Hall 11, Town Hall 10 and a Town Hall 9. And why don't we go ahead and have Ferox introduce herself next.
Hello guys, I'm Ferox. I'm a German clasher and I'm playing at Town Hall 9 in the Swarm.
Alright, thank you. Up next is going to be Sloffels.
Hey guys, it's Sloffels from the Netherlands. I'm a co-leader in Warwheels and I play 2 Town Hall 10s and 2 Town Hall 9s.
Alright, thank you. And last but not least, we've got Asterix from One Hive.
Hey, like Maxwell said, I'm Asterix from One Hive. I'm playing a Town Hall 9 and I'm from Germany. And I'm an elder in One Hive.
Alright, thank you. Yeah guys, the Clashversation, you guys are now probably wondering what this is and why we're doing it. The original idea is from Clashing Psycho from Clantenamo Bay actually, who wanted to do a sort of a European podcast show, not really only focused on Europe, but consisting of European people, because he just felt like there was a lot of Clash of Clans content for CWL Invite from America already, so that's why we kind of grouped together a couple of European clashers here, but the show is not only meant for Europeans, so you are more than welcome to watch if you are from the USA as well. We want to do something new and we're going to have some categories. I'm actually going to throw those onto the screen right now so you guys can take a look. So as you can see, we already did the first point, who is who. We just introduced ourselves. That's obviously not going to be every week, but for now you guys will sort of know who we are. And then we've got some categories that are going to return pretty much every week. First one is the past, where we're going to take a look at 3 wars from last week. Up next, the interview, we're going to talk about some hot topics revolving it around CWL Invite. Then we've got the breakdown. That's going to be pretty interesting. We are going to be analyzing a specific attack strategy. Maybe, maybe not. It's going to be a raid where we have to predict the outcome of the raid. And then for the end, we are going to have coming up where we are going to take a look at next week and the hottest 3 wars for that. Alright guys, up next is the past, and that is where we talk about 3 of the most interesting wars from last week. And for today we are gonna kick off with One Hive against Kensha. That one ended 112 to 105. Breakdown was 7-16-17. And since we have Asterix here, why don't you go ahead and take us away from this one?
Well, we were expecting a pretty tough war. Ended up that we got 112 points and kind of, they could not perform on the level that we were actually expecting them to war. They had like 5 dip fails, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no 10v10. That was not their war. Like, I mean, they really struggled with our bases. So on our side, we had like we could improve our 10v10 game. We had 5 10v10s. Atoma had a 6-pack, had a really good war. Our Town Hall 9s did a good job. You know, we had like several scout attacks. Overall, I think we were better and we deserved to win that war.
All right.
But nevertheless, good luck for the future to Kanja from this side.
All right. Sloffels, your take? A commanding victory here for One Hive?
Yeah, definitely. From what I've seen from the recaps, Kansha still is playing around with some normal Witch and Baby Dragon CCs, which One Hive took excellent care of with 10v10 raids. And yeah, 5 and 10 on dips is just, or 5 dip fails in any war is going to be a tough stretch to make up for.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, Ferox, we haven't really seen that much consistency from Kensha. Is that your opinion as well, or what do you think?
Yeah, I absolutely agree, but I have to say, like, there's not much known about cancers, so all what I know is what I heard or saw from results. What I have seen is that they were doing on the stats pretty fine in some past wars, but also some wars were pretty off. So I think if they will be able to be more consistent, they might be a clan to watch for sure.
Okay, so yeah, I think overall a solid performance, good performance from One Hive, able to take care of an inconsistent Kensha with ease and 7 stars. Wow, that's a huge margin of victory. Our next war is gonna be Dark Looters Z versus WHF, and that one ended 108 to 108, so a tie on stars. WHF coming away with the 1% victory. And for this one, I'm gonna start since I was obviously in the war. So yeah, we actually had no 10v10s for this one, so our Town Hall 10s really struggled. Also struggled 10 versus 11. WHF had one 10v10, and they also had 2 dip fails. We had 1 dip fail, so that's why it ended up being a tie on stars. Low scoring war, good bases on both sides. We were really happy defensively, but struggling offensively for the 2nd week in a row. So yeah, a tough loss, but also not really a war we deserved to win here. So all right, so that's pretty much all I have to say about that one. Sloffels, why don't you go next?
Yeah, Douglas is just struggling a little bit. Recent wars. I spoke to Fabian as well. He's in Dark Lotus Z, and he said that they needed to reinvent their Tunnel 10 game a bit because they were a little too stuck on some suicide Lalo IDs. Maybe get a little bit more creative. But I think they'll be just fine in the rest of the weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Ferox, any thoughts?
Yeah, well, I would reward with Swarm deals that twice in the last week, days, whatever, and deals that was not doing that bad, but I was kind of surprised that deals that lost to WHF. I don't want to say like WHF isn't good at it or anything, but I expect a little bit more from deals that, and I'm just surprised. Was it the bases which carried both sides, or what was the main problem except the offensive lack of 10 or 10 triples, Maxwell?
It's tough to say. I mean, I think there's a little bit of truth in everything that we've heard so far. Stuck on a couple of plans that did not quite work out. Good bases for sure on both sides. And maybe also just an off week. I mean,
Yeah, everybody has sometimes off wars because if infield play can't always be perfect and on point.
It's tough to explain, but at the very end, when it was clear that we were losing, the guys were not really upset. They were like, "Well, we didn't really deserve to win either." So, yeah, that's that. Anyways,
All right.
let's move on to the last war that we are gonna talk about from last week, and that's gonna be the Swarm versus North Watchers. That one ending 114 to 110, 4-star victory for the Swarm. And Ferox, since it's your clan, you'll probably want to go first.
Oh yeah, we made it undefeated so far, which is great because we had not like easy opponents only. And North Watches was also doing good, but I'll start with the stats. Well, the breakdown was 569. We had an 86% hit rate on Town Hall 9, so that allowed us 16 scouts, which made the ground for our 6 Town Hall 10 3-stars, which was awesome. Also, our 11 versus 10 game was pretty good, but I have to say North Watches had also really impressive 10v10 attacks. They got 4 triples versus us, which is not bad, I believe. Their problems were the dip fails, and they struggled a bit 10 versus 11, but we did also not do our best. It was an intense war. I was just unfortunately not part of it because I was busy.
Okay. Yeah, okay, interesting. Asterix, any thoughts?
On the no, not really. Like
Okay. That doesn't matter. It's all good. Don't have to say something about every war. Okay, then Sloffels, take it away for this one.
Yeah, I think Note Watchers is definitely a little bit underrated at the moment because they're 2-6. But yeah, as Ferox said, they got 4 ton of 10 triples against the Swarm. They are good. They just need to get a little bit better at the dipping game, and then they'll be definitely a lot higher on the rankings.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I mean, tough matchup, of course. It's going to be a tough matchup for any clan going up against the Swarm. And I mean, 4 10v10s is pretty good. It of course, really hurts when your 11s don't have a very good week. So, yeah, I don't think they really have to be too sad about that. I mean, still a good performance, but yeah, they're probably going to win next week. We'll see.
The to watch for sure.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for the past today, guys. And up next is going to be the interview. Okay, guys, this next part is called the interview, and we're going to have some hot topics revolving around Invite League. And yeah, everybody's going to have their take on that as well. First one for today is Baby Dragon defensive clan castles at Town Hall 10. We have seen quite a few clan castles with no Lava Hound in them, but 3 Baby Dragons recently, so definitely interesting. So what do you guys think about that? Who wants to start?
Well, I can start if you want. I think it has a surprising factor. Like, imagine a Town Hall 11 has to go on a base fresh. And he decides to use the boulder witch attack. I don't want to say the B word.
No, it's okay if I say... We can just call it the B witch attack.
The B witch attack. Okay. He decides to go in with a B witch attack. That could really hurt him. If he decides to let his queen walk on the left or the right side of the base, and then you have the baby dragons in the core beating on those boulders, and really nothing can hit them besides he brings 2 poisons. I've seen a lot of fails just because of that.
Okay.
So
you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I don't know how good the idea is, but it's definitely not a bad idea.
But isn't that a lot easier to 10v10 then, with queen charges or kill squads?
Yeah, it is. But like I said, it has a surprising factor. If Town Hall 11 decides to go in fresh, on a base, then
okay,
it has a surprising factor, definitely, and could hurt the attacker.
Okay, so you wouldn't really put baby dragons in every clan castle, but the odd surprise baby dragon here and there.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have
that's
like,
what I would do.
Okay, so the standard breakdown looks like it's about 13 to 16 Town Hall 10s in war nowadays. And how many baby dragon clan castles would you recommend then for that?
That's hard to say. I mean, it also depends on the base you're running. I mean, if your base is vulnerable to a bitch attack, the bewitch attack.
It's all good.
Then I would definitely say go with the BBG with the BB Dragon CC. Yeah, it really depends on the bases.
Okay.
So I can't give you a number.
Okay.
But maybe if I have to, I would say 2.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds good. Ferox, maybe it also depends on the strength of your enemy Town Hall 9s. What do you think?
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought about that. The thing is, in my opinion, CC always has to go hand in hand with base building. And since I'm not that experienced in Town Hall 10 attacking, and I'm even less experienced in Town Hall 10 base building, it's hard to say. But I was surprised that Asterix said that baby drags could be good versus the bewitch attack, because I remember Town Hall 11 did with Lalo on the base, and maybe you can give me more information about that, because I'm not sure if I remember everything well. Where someone did a suicide Lalo, I think.
Yes.
And to be honest, if it was not a baby drag CC, it would have been such a 3-star.
Yeah.
So I thought more about that than bewitch.
Yeah, I think the attack you're thinking about specifically was Suicide Queen Bow Lalo, where we had Bolas King Golem going towards the core, and then baby dragons coming out of the clan castle. Yeah.
It was a good attack for sure, but it was funny to see the baby drag to destroy all the stuff.
Yeah.
And like Asterix said, I don't think you can say you need a specific percentage or a number of baby drags to see. It always depends on your opponent, on your bases, and whatever.
Okay, so you just go by experience and feel and...
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, and by the way, guys, in case you missed it, that attack that we are talking about was actually 11 versus 10 dip fail because there was 3 baby dragons in the clan castle. It was a fresh hit, and there was a lava hound expected, but there wasn't a lava hound. So yeah, that's that one. Sloffels, the Town Hall 10 expert, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good strategy decision that you could make. Um, it's very risky though. Like a baby dragon honestly makes tunnel 10v10 a lot easier in the CC. 3 baby dragons. Um, but yeah, what you guys say, if you don't have tunnel 9s that perform like 80% hit rates like the swarm or or war wheels, then it could be a viable strategy.
Okay. Because you just cannot scout every base, or what's the thought?
Yeah, exactly. The dips have to go fresh sometimes, and if that's the case, yeah, it's like you weigh it against each other, because when they find the baby dragon CC with a scout, yeah,
Okay.
that could be very dangerous.
Okay,
So
yeah, go ahead.
my my recommendation would be to use it in like close wars, where you're maybe a little bit on the back foot. Maybe your opponent is a little bit better, and you try to make a risky strategy call and try to get them to dip fail.
Okay.
So would you recommend if you do such a CC to use bases which we are most likely dipped?
Yes, so I would use the max tunnel 10s, as those are often
interesting. So since all the bases and stuff in past wars have already obviously been revealed, how have Warwhales been doing that? So have you used baby dragon CCs in the past or not?
No, none.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, of course, that doesn't give anything away for the future. I mean, you could still start now. Obviously, every war is new, and everybody's learning again every week. So I don't really think that gives anything away about Warwhales. But interesting that one of the 2 undefeated clans right now has not even used the Baby Dragon CC yet. I know the Swarm have used some, so interesting. Different decisions here and there. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for Baby Dragon CCs. Definitely an interesting topic. So most of the people are recommending maybe throwing a couple surprise Baby Dragon CCs in there. Also would make dipping a bit more interesting again, and Tunnel 9 performance even more important. So yeah, definitely an interesting one. Our second topic for this section today is gonna be war coordination and planning. So some clans, or I think most clans, have 1 or 2 war generals that pretty much just call all the action going down. And that is, of course, mainly around the Town Hall 10 and 11 level. The Town Hall 9s just pretty much 3-star the enemy Town Hall 9s as quickly as possible. But for Town Hall 10, it's pretty interesting. Who attacks? Who is going to be 10v10? Who's going to be dipped? Is there going to be 11 versus 11 attacks? And are there maybe even going to be scouts early? So I would be once again curious to hear Sloffels' take on that. How are Wales doing that?
All right, so before every war starts, we make a quick analysis of our opponent, of breakdown, and just discuss with the other elders how we are gonna do like the war, and we write up a war plan. In this war plan, we specifically have scouts assigned already. So we usually run about 3 scout accounts. So those accounts are their only purpose is to scout for the tunnel 10s.
Okay.
So I can scout for myself, which is just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is awesome as a tunnel 10 to scout your own attacks. It just makes it a lot easier to know specifically what you want to do. And besides that, we have our lower performing tunnel 9s that have lower hit rates, also use a scout. So to optimize our scouts on tunnel 10s.
But don't you need also like a specific experience with scouting? Because like you said, you prefer to have scouting for yourself because and that sounds like sometimes it could be difficult if the scouter drops stuff different than planned. Because on Town Hall 10, as much I heard is like every millimeter, nanometer, whatever of a tile or something could be a game changer.
Yeah, so we have scout plans usually. The more tricky scouts get executed by me or by one of the other tunnel 10s that has a tunnel 9. But we also like dips scout for dips. They aren't necessarily that tricky. Mostly just searching for giant bombs or Teslas or whatever, or just a double Zapquake Penta, like spam hounds across the base and find all the air traps. Pretty much everyone can execute that.
Okay. And how do you decide which bases are going to be dipped and which are going to be 10v10? Who decides that?
Me, actually.
So tunnel 10.
With yeah, so it's tunnel 10 because you want the tunnel 10v10. The most likely 10v10 bases you want locked off for 10v10, and like the ones you hate the most get dipped.
Okay.
Yeah,
sense.
so if your base is dipped, you should feel good because you made a good base.
Okay, cool. Asterix, is that similar at all in One Hive, or is it completely different?
I would say the same, but you know, when we go into a war, our philosophy is every war is different. You know, we basically look for the tens, like all like Warwick does, and basically all the other clans do. You know, and then we also decide, okay, this base can be 10v10. This has to be dipped probably, and then but we don't have scouters per se. Like what we do is we clear the nines and then see who's left, and then the guys who are left, they have to scout.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So we don't have a specific number for scouts, or you know, a person who only does scout attacks. We do that totally different in that case.
Okay. So yeah, a little bit different. Ferox, how about the swarm? Similar to one of the two previous clans, or?
We have similarities, but it's also like flexible because in the beginning, like I think, which is normal in every clan, there's a war plan, and sometimes there are already assigned scouts, and sometimes not, because like Asterix said, sometimes you have to see how performance goes to see, okay, you have those attacks left, we can scout them, or maybe you have to think, do we trade some dips for scouts or whatever, which did not happen so far, gladly, but that could also be right. Okay. That if you see you have to dip anyway at Town Hall 9, to ask yourself if it's more valuable if you just dip another base and get one more scout in.
Okay.
Yeah. Also war generals, and we plan very hard in Discord. So if it's a CWL match, you can expect like half of us to be 24/7 on Discord planning with each other. And that's something I would like to hear from your other clans too. I know One Hive did use TeamSpeak a lot. I know DLZ is using Discord a lot. What about War Whales?
Yeah, we use Line actually. So we use Line Voice for planning together. We have different groups, like probably most clans do, like European based and American based. Yeah, we get on voice a lot, but we also plan in chats with sketches and stuff.
Okay. So
I would say our voice activity might not be as high as some of the other clans.
Okay, interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think we've gotten a pretty good impression of how a couple of the CWL Invite top clans are organizing their wars, and also if it is maybe smart to use a Baby Dragon clan castle at Town Hall 10. That's gonna do it for the interview for this week, guys, and we're gonna move right on to the breakdown. Alright, for this one, guys, we've got the breakdown, and today we actually have Hexalaloon, so something that is not really used inside a CWL Invite right now. We've got a Latch attacking here, Latch, a One Hive member just like Asterix, and Asterix was kind enough to help me out with the recording here, so Asterix, we've been to a clan with Latch and we've been recording this stuff. Hexalaloon, how did he come up with that?
How did he come up with that? I think he just wanted to try something different, and to, you know, to be inventive, and to see what works and what not.
Okay. So 6 lava hounds for this one. That's quite a lot. At least 2 more than we usually see, and only very few balloons and no cleanup at all. How is that even working?
I think it works because he's using not that many spells. If you watch the attack, I mean, he has a lot of lava pops.
Yeah, we
And
can see if we pause it right here. You guys can already see that around the bottom here, he's already got quite a few lava pops cleaning up. So for that reason, he doesn't need any minions or anything.
Exactly. He doesn't need the minions. Like a lava hound pops, and normally when you have a hound on a AD, and that hound pops, what the AD does is picks those pups down, and then you lose a lot of pups. But since he has 6 lava hounds, um, the AD does not start shooting at those pups, and the pups survive. So those pups can do the start with the cleanup.
Okay, so for this one, we've got a lava hound and a defensive clan castle, so
Exactly.
there's no worry about that really. We're gonna take a look at the baby dragon and the clan castle later as well.
Yeah.
But really, he's just trying to. What is he even doing with his hero? I think we can play the footage again, by the way. What is he even doing with his heroes?
Yeah, it's just a hero swap. Like, you take out the enemy queen with your BK and your queen, and then you just start the Lalo. I
Okay, but
mean, normally you would start the Penta, but since he's using 6 hounds and not 5, it's the Hexa Lalo.
okay. Why does he have a skeleton spell if he's gonna kill the enemy queen with his queen?
He has that just in case, for cleanup purposes. Sometimes on this attack, um, the hounds don't pop, and then if the hounds don't pop, you don't have cleanup. So, but what you can do on
Oh,
this
okay.
attack then is you can throw in the skelly spells like he did. I think he did that on the queen altar. I
Yeah.
have to watch it again. Yeah.
Wow, check out
Yeah, on
those
the
lava
Archer
pups.
Tower.
That's so many lava
I,
pups.
I mean, there are tons of
Archer Tower?
pops.
Yeah, he dropped it on the Archer Tower, so
Did
the
he drop it on
loons
the
would,
archer? Okay.
so
Okay.
the loons would stop traveling over
Oh,
and
so he
start
took
the
out the
cleanup.
last defenses. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good spot there, Sloffels. This is the attack on the baby dragon clan castle, by the way. So let's see how he's gonna be able to deal with that. I thought this would be really tough, but he made it look pretty easy again. To be fair, I mean he has a poison spell, right?
He has a poison spell, and what's interesting on this attack is he throws in 2 loons on one archer tower. He's sacrificing them, and before he starts his Lalo, he only has 12 loons.
Okay. Wow.
So,
Yeah, I
and,
didn't
and
even
he does
realize
that
that.
with 12 loons.
Wow. Yeah. So, do you think this is a viable attack strategy for using it in CWL as well?
I think it is. At the moment, we are still trying to figure out on what base you can use it and what you have to look for, obviously. But I think
Yeah.
it is a viable strategy,
Wow.
definitely.
3 lava hounds right away. Did you see that? Wow. Don't
Yeah.
usually see that. So with this, it is actually your goal to get as many lava hounds popped as possible, correct?
Yeah, obviously. But what you want to do as well is you want to send the hounds over defenses that can actually attack your hounds and your loons.
Oh,
So
okay.
and you try to get like those away right at the start.
Okay.
For example, he had no um, loons for the what is it here 4 o'clock side, like for the mortar and the cannon and stuff. Like he doesn't have to target those, so it's a very precise attack. He only attacks arch towers, Teslas,
Oh,
wizard
okay.
towers,
Okay.
and
Wow.
tries to get like the fastest way to those ADs.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pause it here real quick. Check that out, guys. This base had a baby dragon and a clan castle, and he's swagging 2 spells. So that's
Yeah.
insanity. Sloffels, where did he use a skeleton spell in this one?
On the left top side for a cleanup.
Oh, just for cleanup
He
again.
started early. Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
made their way all the way to 3 o'clock now, so they
Okay.
cleared the entire trash ring.
Okay, so yeah, once again, we can play it again. Yeah, I just want to say a huge shout out to Large here for coming in and showing this attack strategy. Definitely a very cool one we have not seen that much so far, and yeah, maybe want to look out for in future CWL matches. The anti-Hexa Laloon bases are gonna be coming up, guys. It's the next meta for sure, and yeah, no, a fun one and definitely cool to have it in here. So yeah, that's gonna do it for our breakdown this week. All right, guys, welcome to maybe the funniest category for this show. Maybe not. We've got an attack, and the three other guys are gonna predict the outcome. At some point, we are gonna pause randomly, of course, gonna pause the replay, and then we will need to predict if this is a 3-star or not. We've got Hey Dear. Am I saying that correct? Ferox attacking.
I have no idea, but the attacker is Turtle, so we just call him
Turtle?
all
Okay.
the time. Yeah.
That's a lot easier. And of course attacking one of my friends, Prototype from DLZ. So this from the recent Swarm versus DLZ war. Obviously a 10 versus 10 attempt here. Sloffels, how is the opener looking?
It's looking pretty good. Queen got targeted a little earlier than I think he would have wanted, and the Skelly spell made the Queen not get that in Infinite Hour.
Enough
or at
value?
least that close.
Enough value for a 3-star?
I'd say yes. I'd say yes.
All right, Sloffels going with yes. I can definitely confirm that there were 10v10s by the Swarm in this war, but I'm not gonna say anything else. So how's the Lalo looking? Asterix, you're also Lalo Pro.
Lalo's looking really good. I'm amazed about the Lalo deployment. He's going really heavy at the start, and then he goes really heavy at the at 9 o'clock. And I think he got this, even though this Inferno does not go down.
All right.
It did, yeah.
All right, let's pause the replay. And we already had Asterix saying it does go down. What do you other guys think?
3-star.
Yeah, I think so too. If he drops the minion that he's got in his camps on the builder hut.
I am gonna say he is gonna drop the minion on the builder hut. All right.
Massive spoiler.
50 seconds.
All right.
50 seconds. He should have enough time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
that's
is the Queen still up or no?
Is the Queen still up?
The Queen is up.
Oh, I did not see.
Interesting. Yes. How many skellies he has at 12 o'clock? I can't count them.
I don't know. The replay is paused.
No, I'm gonna call a fail then. The Queen's up.
Okay.
It's a
That's
fail.
fair.
I'm not
Wait
sure
a minute.
either.
The Hound is in
I
the
do remember
core.
the
I think
race.
no, wait. I think that's a fail actually.
Okay, so we are switching. We are switching a little bit. Ferox, are you still gonna say 3-star or are you saying fail?
Sure, but if it wasn't a 3-star, it was a 3-star in the next grade.
Interesting.
I
Interesting.
haven't seen the Queen too. Normally, I would say yes, but it depends because the pathing, well, they will get cheated all by the Queen, and maybe.
Well, I already did tell you guys that this raid was going back and forth, so there's gonna be a couple more twists and turns, and I don't know.
We should have think about that before, because it was not looking so good, and we all did not see the Queen.
So 3-star or no 3-star?
I don't know.
All right, let's find out.
I still go with yes.
Okay, she goes with yes. We've got 1 yes, 2 no. Let's find out and see how this one ended up. So we definitely have all the defenses going down. There goes the minion.
Minion. Yeah.
The minion that Sloffels wanted on the 12 o'clock hut. The air skellies are doing work though.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
pesky.
the air skellies are
But
main.
minions coming in to help.
Yeah, but the pups they will fly to the Hound, and the Queen is shooting down those.
Town hall's going down.
It's gotta be in 99.
Oh no! Oh, dude, the Queen is doing work. Look at her.
That's so brutal.
Oh yeah, the town hall is going down, so it's not gonna be a 1-star.
It's a 99.
Does the CC have like one
It's
hit
a
point?
99.
That Loon
I don't
drops?
know.
Oh wait, it's not.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's
no.
full health.
It's a 99.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a 99.
Holy
All right.
poor hater. Oh,
So,
dude.
2 of you were correct, and Ferox
Heartbreaker.
unfortunately was
Yeah.
all gone.
Yeah, but
I forgot how many close attacks we had versus you. We had, I think, also some 98. But you know why I went with yes? Because it was a tricky raid, and I thought you would trick me in, so I just went with yes.
All right, I think that was a pretty good one, and we are gonna finish today's episode with the category coming up. Alright guys, and for the end of today's video, we are gonna be predicting 3 interesting wars for next week. We're gonna be predicting the outcome, of course, but we're gonna keep it short and sweet. So, the first war is gonna be Dark Looters versus Buy Forever. I'm gonna go first for this one. I think it's gonna be interesting. I think Buy Forever are gonna give the Elle a run for their money, but I don't feel like they can win. I think the Elle gonna win this one, probably by 2 or 3 stars. Ferox, your take?
Dark Ludus. Buy Forever was doing good so far, but I think Dark Ludus will still have it.
Okay, Sloffels, how about the stats for this one?
Yes, I do think Dark Lotus wins from Buy Forever statistically also because they've gotten them beat on pretty much all the stats. So 11v11, 11v10, 10v10, 10v11. But Buy Forever shouldn't be underestimated because they can make it very close if you're caught off guard.
As you guys know.
As we know, yeah.
All right, Asterix?
Any given Sunday.
All right, that's a good prediction as well. Second war is going to be 6 Schlitzes versus North Watchers. And Sloffels, how about we start off with the stats for this one?
All right, so on the 10v10 game, they're pretty much equal. 10v11 game, 6 Schlitzes has about a 10% hit rate better. But the major decider in this war is going to be the dips. The 11v10 dips, North Watchers currently runs at 76%, while 6 Schlitzes runs at 85%. So I'm going to give it to 6 Schlitzes.
Oh, okay, interesting. Ferox?
We were both of them. Both we are not to underestimate, but I will go with North Watchers because I'm more for the underdogs.
Okay. I think this is a pretty close one. North Watchers have been having a couple of good showings, although they have not won a really big amount of wars yet. I'm going to predict a tie. Why not? I'm going to go with the tie. And the only thing missing now is the Asterix prediction, of course.
Any given Sunday.
All right. Got that one predicted as well. All right. And the last war that we are going to predict is going to be WHF versus One Hive. Ferox?
One Hive.
Okay, short and sweet. Sloffels.
Yes, same for me. It's my ex-clan and still got love for him.
All right.
Needs to win.
That's totally cool. Yeah, I mean, you guys probably know that DLZ just lost to WHF, and since they are in our division, we could definitely use some help from One Hive here. I think it's going to be a close one. I feel like One Hive are a bit stronger right now, but I don't know. WHF cannot be underestimated. Gonna be really close. Maybe a 1-star victory for One Hive. And the real question about this one though is Asterix from One Hive gonna go with his usual prediction?
Yeah, I go with my usual prediction. It's any given Sunday, One Hive.
All right. So we
Sorry, I mean, I love WHF, and we have a lot of friends over there. We have a lot of respect for them. It's going to become a really hot matchup. We are hyped. They are hyped. It's like the El Clasico in Clash, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But any given Sunday, but this time, One Hive.
All right, cool. Yeah, so guys, with that, we are already at the end for this week. Thank you for watching. Guys, any final words?
Looking forward to next week.
Exactly.
Yeah,
love the show.
Hype for the next week.
It was fun.
All right, cool. Thank you. And of course, for you as the viewers, feel free to give us feedback. This was our first time doing this, obviously. So probably still some things need to be improved. We are maybe cut a couple parts a little bit shorter in the future. I don't know. We're just going to have to see how you guys like it. If you want any of your CWL invite rates to be in this video, guys have seen that I have had quite a bit of gameplay in the background. Feel free to send them to me. I can definitely include them. I am actually, I would be stoked about getting a couple of replays from you guys from some other clans. Obviously, it's easy to access some clans for me, as you guys saw today. Yeah, that would definitely also help out. And that's pretty much all we have for today. Until next time, we will see you all later. Peace out.